Sometimes life lets you down and you feel that you are done. You just wanna mourn and run because the fun is all gone. But sometimes life makes you proud when you look far and wide, when you leave the pain behind and see the brighter side. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you.
The new channel. The new channel. The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everyone and welcome to the new channel, here to help you see the new you. My name is Bob and this is the Fort Project. Hey, welcome back to the show. This is the Fourth Project, where we talk about money, business, and live right here, live tonight on TNC, the new channel. We're broadcasting all the way right here from Dubai, UAE. And my name is Bob, your host for tonight. It is the 10th day for the month of October 2020. It's a Saturday night weekend right here in the Middle East. And I believe it's also Saturday night and back in the Philippines, and hope everybody's doing good. Everybody's doing fine this evening, and we would like to invite you guys to like us and follow us right here on the new channel. You can inbox us if you have any message, any questions, or you can actually join in tonight's broadcast or stream on the comment section down below, and we're broadcasting simultaneously right here on Facebook and on YouTube. You can check us out also on Instagram, the Instagram account, the new you, or hashtag the new channel, TNC, the new you. On Instagram, you can see different program hosts and different shows. We have a lot actually. Some of the hosts of this channel are actually from different parts of Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, and some are actually from LA, California, from Tennessee, from Texas. So we have a lot, and we have a lot of different shows that may suit your liking. All right, so check us out. All right, again, the new channel, and well, tonight, what are the updates? Like I said last time, let me know what's happening within the Manila Bay recreation beautification area. Ano ba nangyari na dyan? Dahil maraming may gusto, maraming may ayaw, maraming mga batikos, because I don't really watch news nowadays. So let me know. Again, it may be political, or it may be true, but from what I heard from my news source, which is Facebook, Donald Trump and his wife are actually positive on COVID-19. I'm not sure if it's a fake news or, di ba? Alam mo naman, nowadays, no, pag digital, medyo nakakatakot. No? And that's what we're going to be talking about a little bit later on with my special guest this evening. Digital. Everything is going online, e-commerce, online business, home business, work from home. So somebody who's actually been in the business of digital marketing and working at home for the past 5 years, I would say. All right. So, anyways, again, this is the Ford Project where we talk about money, business, and life. And tonight, I have this is the I think episode 4 of season 2 right here on TNC. All right. So, wow, welcome to the season 2 of the show. And eto na, no? Speaking of which, para mas marami tayong malaman at matutunan with my guest. All right. So, hindi ko na masyado papahabain, no, kasi nandoon man sa sa poster kanina, no, who's been in a digital marketing, and she's a mom with one kid, and so mom entrepreneur, and working from home, working for herself. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Dina Samuel.
Hey, good evening everybody. Good evening, Bob. Good evening sa mga kababayan natin dyan sa UAE and um syempre mga viewers natin here in the Philippines. You guys are doing let me just say this first and foremost, Bob. So I have been like watching all the videos on your page, and you guys are doing an incredible job.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so it's nice to have you on board, Dina. Welcome to the show, and this is pretty exciting times for not just Filipinos but across the globe because of the pandemic. First things first,
Yep.
how is the families ever since the pandemic kicks in?
Huh, it's been, I would say, gloomy months. The past months, I've been missing my family in Northern Samar like so much,
Mm,
and malungkot because I've been wanting to visit home, visit my parents, and you know how difficult it is to travel nowadays. So we can't do that. But still, I would say that we've been incredibly blessed over the past months because despite the pandemic, the business is still doing good. Although I have been hearing there are a lot of not so happy stories with other businesses closing and all this
right.
stuff. My son has been constantly praying that soon this will be over para alam mo yon, we'd all go back to not really the normal life but the better version, I hope, of how
Yeah.
we how we live our lives, how we take care of our our environment and those stuff. But it's
Mm-hmm.
been it's been going great as for me and my family.
Good, good, good. Well, as for us right here in Dubai, UAE, wala naman. The movement is actually mas maluwag na compared to like
Mm,
a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago.
yep,
So it's starting to get that vibe of the
mm,
city again. That Dubai is a moving city. So
that's good.
yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. Aside from the reality that yan, meron nga yung sinasabi ko kanina, no, may mga okay, may visa ka pero wala na munang, hindi ka muna pumapasok. So, ibig sabihin, walang pasok, no work,
Mm,
no pay. Iba,
yep,
50% na lang yung salary, which is kind of really sad and scary
it is.
for the most part of an OFW, di ba? Ang hirap nun,
Mhm,
di ba? Kailangan mo magpadala. And you yourself, kailangan mo umupo ng bahay, kumain dito, mamasahe, and stuff like that. But
totoo.
yeah, we're trying to survive, and tama your son is doing the right thing. Let's just pray, and hopefully, no,
Yes.
soon matapos na to, and
Yeah.
tama. Balik na tayo doon sa dati nating nakagawian. But anyways, tonight it's all about you, and we're gonna be learning more from you. So tell us tonight, what do you do, and saan nanggaling yung umpisa nito? Sige.
All right. Quite a long story, I'll try to make it.
No worries. We have time. We have time.
Okay. All right. So this work from home, idea started when I got pregnant. I found out I'm pregnant December of 2014. Right. Prior to that, I was working um like 6 years, 7 years before 2014. So I have been working with in the BPO industry, right? 2013, when Food Panda started here in Manila. So that was the last, kumbaga, corporate job. And then I left Food Panda. And then there, December 2014, I got pregnant. And I remember uh, the day before the New Year's Eve, I made a very random wish. Kasi nga, I'm pregnant, so I'm just gonna be staying at home. My husband told me, okay, you're not gonna work anymore. So when he said that, I know that it's, kumbaga, non-negotiable. And I said, okay, parang ang boring naman na sa bahay lang. I'm used to working. Like, ano ako obsessed ako sa trabaho. And so I said, okay, paano kaya to? Parang, anong gagawin ko sa bahay? Parang ganon. And then I made a random wish. I said, Lord, I think it would be cool to have, a work from home or earn from home. Although, I didn't have any idea about, like, okay, what should I do? Well, the first thing that I know, malamang mag-google, diba? Search ka sa Google, like, what are the opportunities, or what are the work or jobs that you can do at home. So I had that. And then I think January 2. So January 2 na dito sa Manila. And parang New Year's Eve pa lang sa US, my previous boss, I worked in Zuwilig Building, dyan sa Ayala. So it was a marketing agency as well. Now, my previous boss messaged me January 2 of 2015. He said, Dina, we are building a team in Manila. I want you to get in touch with Ron and Lynn. You guys will be doing the same thing that you're doing sa office tayo. So I said, oh wow. Sabi kong ganon. Parang ang bilis naman mag-grant nung wish ko. Right? And so there, that's when the work from home, started. We were a team, and we were doing appointment setting for our clients in the US. So me pregnant, we would be doing calls from 9 p.m. till 5 a.m. in the morning. So that's when this work from home idea, started. Although sabi ko, okay, well, this is the same thing that I will be doing. So different setup lang kasi nasa bahay.
Right.
I have a laptop, parang ganon. And we with the same salary. I think we were paid parang 40,000 before, which was so good already. Kumbaga,
Right.
with that rate, my family would be fine. I mean, hindi na masama yon. Kumbaga, nasa bahay lang. But then, that gig is a bit unstable, because whenever our boss in the US loses a client, parang kumbaga dito sa atin, term to sa call center, parang floating din kami. So nandun yung experience of instability. Parang hindi to stable, parang ganun. It's well, I had that idea then before. I thought, working from home is just a gig, parang, part-time job, parang ganon. And it's not, parang stable for, parang nagsisimulang magpamilya. So I had those, ideas out. But back to your question, that's when everything, kumbaga, started. The idea of working at home and freelancing and all this stuff.
So this is not new to you at all because you've been doing this for a while, right?
Well, the calling, pero yung setup ng work from home, that was like the first time. But the
Ah,
activities, kasi nagtatawag din kami sa office before. It's the same thing. We'd be calling CEOs and marketing directors, and then bubuk ng appointment for our clients in the US. So alam ko na yung kumbaga setup na yon. Pero yung gagawin mo sa bahay, that was
mhm.
like the first time. Kumbaga. That
Okay.
was
And
2015.
that gig or that seasonal work lasted for how many months, weeks,
Um,
years?
so January, siguro mga 1 year, parang ganon. What happened, Bob? Because I was pregnant nga. So that was January, and then May I had to stop because I gave birth prematurely. So ang ano na yan is January to May lang. And then May, I gave birth nga. And that was like the turning point of everything, because apart from giving birth prematurely, the struggle of it, the finances, everything.
Mm-hmm.
After I gave birth, nandun na yung, my God, this work from home is very unstable.
Mm-hmm.
Kung aasa lang ako dito, I don't think we will survive,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because apart from giving birth prematurely, um, yung bill namin sa hospital, Bob, since premature nga, CS ako, and then
Right.
my son had to stay in Nico sa incubator for almost a month.
Wow.
So imagine that. Our bill got into 1 million.
Shoot.
Yeah. And I was working from, I remember January, my husband back then was working sa BPO din.
Mm-hmm.
Pero kumbaga, pag susumahin mo yung kinikita namin, it will not, you know, ang laking kulang, kumbaga, hindi siya enough. Yun. So, we had to survive that, kumbaga, parte nung life story namin. But, so imagine having that bill. We went out of the hospital with, I think 100,000 pa yung balance namin.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to pay that for 1 year. How are we gonna pay that? My gosh, I mean, diba? We were renting. It's a new family, syempre, gatas.
Lahat,
I
yes.
mean, I don't need to enumerate, kumbaga. But you know how it works. I mean, that was really tough. But we're fortunate enough that both of our parents were there, very supportive. Pero yun nandun ako sa, I have to go back working sa call center kasi di ko kayang, di kaya eh. May utang pa kami sa hospital. Paano namin mababayaran yon? So that was like the turning point of all this, because there's that need for me to really earn consistently, kumbaga yung 15 at 30.
Mm-hmm.
But then, I have a premature baby na kailangan kong iiwan sa bahay,
Right.
which is a no-no. I mean, so that was really a tough, moment, kumbaga. But I had to remember me, during those, times na nandun siya sa Nico, sa incubator. Actually, the very first day pa lang, right, when I gave birth, I saw him na parang singlaki lang nung 1.5 na Coke.
Mm-hmm. Oh, masyado maliit.
Really
Oh.
small. Yeah. And hindi ko nga nahawakan agad because they need to rush him papasok sa incubator.
Ano to?
Like 7
6
months.
months? 7 months? 7 months, okay.
7 months. Yeah. So, and then madami ng mga tube and all. Right. It was really tough. And then during those days, alam mo yon, nandun sa point na okay, well, he gonna make it because it seems like it's just the oxygen and the ventilator na nag, you know, like giving him ano,
Mm-hmm. Like a
but we
support.
kept in praying. And apart from that huge ano part of the story, it's also the finances. Like, how
Right.
are we gonna survive this? Because my husband's salary, I think nasa 20,000 yon,
Mm-hmm.
right? And imagine mercury, mga gamot. We pay, I think, 3,000 every day for the ventilator. I couldn't recall. But yun, kumbaga pagsusumahin, talagang umabot siya ng 1 million.
Mm-hmm.
So there was that point na I have to go back to Makati and look for a stable job. And I did,
Right.
no matter how hard, right? My tatay was even telling me like, then, parang sa pinagdaanan ninyo and ng bata, parang
Mhm.
I don't think dapat mo siyang iiwan.
Right.
And I get that. It's
Mhm.
just that I don't have any choice. Kumbaga.
Exactly. Exactly.
But there was this day, Bob, and there was like really the turning point of this that motivated me, the mother in me, that I need to step up,
Mm-hmm. Right.
because my son fought for his life
Mm-hmm.
to be with us, and he deserves more than the 100% of me. Diba?
Right.
I tried. I mean, I went to Makati. I remember going to Makati and nag-apply ako sa isang company dyan sa may Insular. Right,
Mm-hmm.
so Insular Life. It was also a BPO Australian account, and I was hired right there and then. And then the
Day shift.
following day,
Australian.
yeah, the following day, okay, we're gonna train you, we'll onboard you, kumbaga. That was the first time that I experienced na one-on-one training ako, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the following day, I went there for a training. But every time that I would ride on a bus, I would cry. I was like, sino yung naghahabak ngayon
Okay.
sa anak ko? Like,
Exactly.
it was really tough. And then on the third day, I called the boss. I said, I cannot do it. I'm very sorry. I cannot, leave my son talaga. And so, doon nag-umpisa yung Upwork, online jobs, PH, bidding
Mm.
for projects, like
Right.
being so desperate, maka-score ng gig, ng project, and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. So that was 2015. And then 2016, and then came 2017. Somewhere between 2016 2017, I came across this guy named John Pagulayan.
Don't
Right.
worry, we're gonna be talking about John
Okay. Cool.
Pagulayan after the break. All right. So this is a lot of turning points, a lot of pivotal moments, and realization that I need to be in a place where I can earn more, not just enough. I need to provide. My son needs me. So especially tonight for moms who's actually watching and
Yeah.
with us right here on the show on the comment section down below. This might be really really interesting, inspiring, and motivating on the part of mom, especially if you have kids. Now, yes, we're gonna be taking a short break, and we'll be coming right back with more. Hey, back on the show, episode 4, season 2 of the Fourth Project, where we talk about money, business, and life. Tonight, right here on TNC. And at this point, we would like to invite you guys to watch different shows on this beautiful channel. Starting off with Mr. Lloyd Luna, The Big Picture, and that is happening daily from Mondays to Fridays, 7 p.m. HR Hotline introduces us to the wonderful world of human resources management. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 12 noon. We have the family business streams every Saturday at 4 p.m. And of course, Usapang Beauty is about beauty beyond what your eyes can see. Live every Thursdays and Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. And the world has faced an unprecedented pandemic. Time to hear positive testimonies straight from those who recovered from the disease. COVID stories Saturdays at 10:30 a.m. We have U-turn happening every Mondays and Thursdays at 10:30 a.m. The home buyer is actually on season break, if I'm not mistaken, but we have that happening every Mondays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. And my favorite one, Puppet Stories, Mondays 5:30 p.m. And of course, magbenta, bumili at tumulong dahil bukas na ang TNC Marketplace, an online night bazaar Thursdays and Fridays at 10 p.m. YOLO, ito, yung mga kabatas, is all for us to understand that law is fun and cool. Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. And of course, we have what's this? Watch and learn about money and more. Streams live from the Philippines and the US Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m. Philippine time and 5:30 a.m. California, USA. And we have two leaders in one platform, TNC The Talk, Mondays at 12 noon after shift with Chino and Trisha. It's Chillaxin show about your choices in of lives after work Wednesdays and Fridays at 8:30 p.m. and Win Within Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. Dream, achieve, nurture, and inspire. Tag your kids along and watch Danny Art Show Fridays at 8:30 p.m. Global issues, common interest, learn together across borders. Foreign affairs streams on Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. and of course Healthline Wednesdays and Fridays at 4 p.m. Start your Saturday celebrating the women at work, 9 a.m. Saturdays, that's weekend. Awesome day happening on Mondays at 2:30 p.m. and make sure to make your day an awesome day every day. Hosted by Ian Barcelona, another additional host to the team. Welcome aboard, Ian. And in a world where everything is turning out digital, CyberNext aims to empower people and companies to be secure in a digital world. Streams Wednesdays at 12 noon. TechQ happening every Fridays at 2:30 p.m. And catch also our TNC's original shows such as One Day, an inspiring 30-minute storytelling. It alternates with TNC Town Hall, co-hosted by the TNC founders, Mr. Lloyd Luna and Miss Apple Manansala. This show is where we talk to you, our valued audience, about our shows on TNC. And of course, more upcoming shows right here on this channel that will truly inspire you. So please follow our channel on Facebook and YouTube and let us help you see the new you. All right, welcome back. Dina Samuel. Parang gusto ko mag-commercial break ulit. Tama ulit. Tama yung sinabi nila. May mga mahaba yung mga live reads namin dito. We have a lot of different shows. But anyways, welcome back once again. So, eto na, no, I want to talk to you a little bit about turning point, pivotal moment, because not a lot of people can actually realize and do something about it. I still have a business partner once said to me na, bago pa magkaroon ng problema, gawan mo na ng paraan. Dahil pag nagkataon, nagagawa ka ng paraan, malamang-labang may nangyari hindi maganda niyan. So sabi ko, oo nga, no? Bakit aantayin ko pang may mangyaring hindi magandang event, diba? Before ko ma-realize na I need to be in a place where I can, earn more. So, yeah, okay. A lot has been happening in your life. You have kids, unstable yung kita, parang seasonal lang siya, and future pa. So, obviously, nobody told you na kailangan mo maghanap ng ibang racket, pagkakakitaan. But tell us the thought process of that. Because like I said, not a lot of people, kahit na nga medyo hirap na, titiisin na leon. Hanggang sa medyo gumanda-ganda rin ng konti yung panahon, and then they would just go back to the normal things that they do. But with you, it's a different story. Tell us about that.
No one told me. No one asked me. really, Bob. It was that moment, it was those days when, since I gave birth to a premature baby. Look, I grew up because I had something in my ovary. Oh, I forgot what's that called. Cysts sa ovaries, right?
Hmm.
And I was
Hmm.
told, Bob, since I was fourth year in high school, that I
Oh.
might not, you know, get pregnant, or baka di ako maging nanay,
Hmm.
right? And it was on me. Like, I lived through it until 2014. So 2014, that was like a miracle that I'm pregnant. I'm
Hmm.
gonna be a mom, right? And then, nung pinanganak ko na, ayun pa, parang 50-50. Para bang sabi ko, what, like, what is going on here? And I
Right.
remember those days, Bob, sa hospital after my operation. I have been constantly asking God, like, what is that message that you're telling me? I know you wanted to tell me something. What is it? Because this is just so unfair. I mean, kung ako may kasalanan, why is my son there in the incubator suffering? I mean, he's a baby, my God.
Right.
But
Right.
you know, parang sabi ko, I mean, this isn't like new naman. Lumaki tayong nakaharap sa TV, nakikita natin to, like, the Bantay Bata stories,
Mm.
the stuff. But my God, this is like right in front of my,
Yeah, this is
the ve-
not just some kid. This is my son.
yeah, this is my son. And yung mga, that very day when I got out of the recovery room, and then they said, okay, pwede ka nang pumunta sa incubator. And then they told me, you have to be positive, and you have to be, I'm like, how am I gonna be positive? My son is nandun sa, right? So going back to your question, Bob, no one really like told me, Dina, you have to look for a better opportunity, or no.
Right.
It was those moments. It was clear to me. God gave this kid to me, you know. No matter, hindi, kumbaga, hindi madali yung pinagdaanan namin, but
Hmm.
he's here. And so, he deserves the best.
Right.
And by best, it cannot be yung situation na, yes, I have to be I have to be with him 100% of the time, so I cannot go back to Makati. That's
Hmm.
number one. Non-negotiable yon. So I
Yeah.
have to be here. So what am I gonna do here at home na kaya ko siyang alagaan, hindi ko pwedeng ma-miss yung any milestone, hindi ko pwedeng ipagkatiwala lang yung pagpapaligo sa kanya, pag-aaruga sa kanya sa ibang tao. It should be me. I'm the mother, right?
Hmm.
So what should I do? So it was that. And so I kept on looking for project, and I was like, my God, this cannot be, the life that my son deserves. Me earning minsan $1 per hour, $2 per hour, minsan hindi pa yan. I'm like, yeah, do a quick project. I remember yung previous boss ko sa Food Panda, he was really generous because he would give me certain gigs, do lead generation, do list building with this. I need emails of these people. And then he would send me money, 25,000. Like, I've also met very generous people, Bob.
Hmm.
But so with the tough, situations wherein parang, my God, para akong sobrang pulube na kailangan kong mamalimos. It was like virtual mamalimos Upwork.
Mm. Right.
It
Right.
was that. Because I would be working for like 4 hours and will be paid magkano lang. May mga scam pa dyan. So I
Correct. Correct.
had
Since
those
everything is
experiences.
online. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. And then I said, no, this can't be. I have to. So I kept on praying. I kept on praying. And fortunately enough, so yun na yung kanina before we go on break, I heard about this guy named John Pagulayan. And he had this parang webinar. Parang
Hmm.
ganun. He was at his kitchen. And it was like, yeah, I mean, and I've been constantly searching. So parang, baka scam na naman to. Parang ganun, di ba? Parang, baka budol na naman to. But you have to continue, ano searching and searching, and kumbaga, you cannot stop. You cannot quit.
Right.
But kasi nga, ano ba yung choice ko? I cannot, hindi nga ako, kumbaga, out of the option na yung pagbabalik sa call center. So,
Mhm.
he introduced this idea that freelancing, working from home, kumbaga parang yung mensahe nun sa akin, Bob,
Mhm.
hindi mo kailangan maging desperada dyan sa mga project sa Upwork para kumita ng malaki.
Okay.
There's a better way for you to position yourself, your services, you
Mhm.
as, an online worker, right?
Mhm.
So I listened to him, but I was like, totoo ba to? Parang
Mhm.
ganun, parang, and he kept talking and talking and talking. And during his webinar, I took notes of my mga scripts, the templates, and then may mga
Mhm.
slides. And after that webinar, I remember doing it right away. Sabi ko, okay, ano daw mag-reach out sa existing network mo, sa ganito,
Mhm.
ganyan. And then like, okay, well, yeah, sige, I'll give it a try. And then, so kumbaga, I've been practicing. Kung anong narinig ko sa kanya, syempre gagawin ko. Kasi hindi
Exactly.
naman pwede na nakikinig lang ako tapos di ko gagawin. Ano kaya
Yep.
yun?
True.
Nanood ka lang ng news, parang gano'n. You're not gonna do
Yeah.
anything about it. But here
Exactly.
I am trying to get any strategies out there dyan sa online na pwede kong gawin para mabuhay yung pamilya ko. Para mabigyan ng chance na magkaroon ng alam mo yan, magandang buhay yung pamilya ko. My husband back then was working in call center. But then
Mhm.
again, I know that I have to kasi may utang pa nga kami sa hospital.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right? So, we pay 15,000 every month. Saan namin kukuha yung 15,000 every month? So,
Correct.
I kept on practicing. And so, there came an event na nandun si Mr. Pagulayan. It was like a workshop or something in Makati.
Mhm.
So me na, ako nga tong ayoko talagang lalabas ng bahay kasi ayokong iwan yung anak ko. So,
Mhm.
and that workshop was like 700 pesos. I'm like,
Mhm.
but yeah, I mean, I love his idea eh. Parang, kumbaga, kagat na ako sa idea na yan. Idea ba naman na hindi mo kailangang mamalimos dyan or hindi mo kailangang magkandara pa sa mga project bidding ganyan. So okay,
Right.
well, go. And so I attended that workshop. And that workshop he gave a script, yung call
Mhm.
script, parang sales script kumbaga. So
Mhm.
since ako nga sa call center ako for so many years, hindi na rin bago sa akin yung pagtatawag.
Right.
Kumbaga, pag-calls. So after that workshop, so andito na sa akin yung paper na yun, like the call script. And everything that he's introducing, like this new brand of freelancing. That's the way
Mhm.
we call it. The new brand of freelancing. That you don't need to trade hours, money for hours, parang ganon. But you
Mhm.
can be paid based on the value that you can give to another human, another business owner, or
Right.
anyone out there. Based
Mhm.
on value, hindi sa based sa time.
Hours. Yeah.
Based
Yeah. Yeah.
not based on hours. So cool. Okay. So I went there. And then the next thing that I did after I got that paper, like I was rushing to go home because I was so excited to use the script. Remember from someone who's been doing sales calls all her life. And
Right.
then I got the script. My God, this is so different.
Mhm.
Right. And so I practiced. And then there was this one person who said yes, man. Like, hey, I came across your post in one of the Facebook groups.
Mhm.
He's a flooring contractor, and I said, I was talking about social media.
Mhm.
If you want, I can help you with it, something like that.
Mhm.
And he said, okay, cool, sure, right. And then we hopped on a call, and I used that script na
Mhm.
binigay ni Mr. Pagulayan. And I've said this so many times na, Bob, but I'm gonna say it again. That was the best call that I've ever had from the 7 years ko sa BPO. That was the best call ever. Kumbaga parang instead na ikaw yung ini-interview, ikaw yung nag-i-interview ngayon, you you go deep into their pain points, their problems. So what
Mhm.
is it about your business? What is it about blah 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 blah? And look, if you do social media, like, and then at the end of the call, I was so surprised because that um person asked, okay, so how much will you charge me for it? And I
Mhm.
was like, no way. I mean, right there and then, I know I can close it. Like, I can say, sure, you can pay me, magkano ba yung 25,000 pesos? Hindi na masama yun. Like,
Right,
100,
right.
$100, something like that. Oh, sure,
Mhm.
you can pay $500, something like that. But I didn't, because on that script, um, parang ang flow doon is that, look, I'm gonna review this call and I'm gonna come up with a marketing plan or a proposal, and I'll send it to you in 24 hours. So,
Mm.
kumbaga, sige, anuhin mo muna, pag-aralan mo muna kung ano yung mga na-discover mong pain points dun sa call. And so I did. And I sent that, and I was like, okay, how much am I gonna charge this? Because
Mm.
I really have no idea. I was just testing the call script, right? And then I made the proposal. Malamang, Dina, saan mo nahanap yung proposal? Nag-Google lang din naman ako. Ang dami-daming ano dyan sa, and sorry that, and here's the interesting part, Bob. I sent like a plan, social media marketing. I know that his Facebook page. I mean, I'm not the expert per se, but parang kumbaga, confident ako that I can really help that person. At
Right.
pag-aaralan ko kung ano man yung gagawin ko na yon. And
Mhm.
I priced that proposal for 3,600.
Mhm.
And the client said, yes, let's do it.
This is US dollar.
It is
Mhm.
USD. So that blew my mind. I mean, I'm like, okay, well, this John Pagulayan
This
is
could
not,
work. This could
he's
work.
real. I'm like, he's real. Totoo, hindi pala to budol. hindi
Mm.
to, hindi to joke. I mean, I really, that call, of like, wow, it felt like I am a business owner. I'm
Right.
no, alam mo yon.
You're
So,
you're talking, you're dealing, and you're closing.
yeah. So,
I want to point out two things that not everybody can do. Or everybody is doing. Yung kay Dina kanina, people tend to dwell on the problems. Okay?
mm,
Especially nowadays, no, na parang kawawa naman ako, wala akong trabaho, ano ba yan?
mm,
Walang, yung gobyerno, yung economy, yung corona, parang lahat na, di ba? Um, ang problema ibinigay para bigyan ng solusyon, hindi para problemahin. Sabi nga, no, again, one of my business partners, kung meron kang problema na kasing laki ng barko, bibigyan ka ng Diyos ng solusyon na kasing laki ng dagat.
uh-huh.
And that's very, very true. Now, the second thing that I'd like to point out before we actually take another commercial break is,
Oh.
nagduda siya eh. And everything that a human being is going to try something new, nakakaduda talaga yan, nakakatakot yan, and you're gonna be really, really skeptical about it. But,
True.
okay, you took the initiative na, okay, kung susubukan ko, wala naman sigurong mawawala. I'm just gonna give it a try because now, kumbaga, my back is on the wall. Diba?
Mhm.
It's do or die eh. Na walang, kailangan ko ng pandagdag eh. So kung susubukan ko to, and in her case, it did work, and right now, she is the CEO of her own company. And yes, again, Dina Samuel tonight, a digital marketer, right here on the episode 4 of season 2 of the Ford Project. Now, hang on tight right there, Dina. And again, we're gonna be taking a short break. This is exciting. I'm pumped up with the energy and all the
Me
information
too.
that I'm getting from you. So we're gonna be taking a short break, and we'll be coming right back with more. So please do stick by. We're back. Thank you so much. This is the Ford Project on TNC Live tonight, streaming all the way from Dubai, UAE. My name is Bob, your host this evening on a great Saturday evening night right here in the Middle East, the Sandbar, the Sandpit. And if you are celebrating any occasions, anniversary, or anything that is really, really special tonight, hey, congratulations. And thanks a lot for celebrating it with us right here on TNT. Speaking of which, like to do a really quick shout out tonight before we actually move on to Giselle. Hey, what's up? On the comment section down below. Marie Chris Madara is also with us. More of this, please. Coach Koyan from Dan Emmanuel Maraon. Christine Del Castillo, Mitch Carandang is also with us. Akhimi Zambales, Coach Dina, Nika L is with us. Mitch Carandang once again. Marie Chris said that name. Melissa Castro watching all the way from Bahay. Okay, akala ko naman kung saan. Mags Espada. Hello to you. Thanks a lot for being here on the podcast or on the show. Maulen C, Nika, Giselle, Sipoy Verzosa, strong empowerment, phenomenal woman. Michelle, Kibin, Carpio, and by the way, Dina, do you want to say hello to anyone? Like a shout out really quick before we move on. Cyril, ano to? Cyril Miasco, Mags Espana, Eileen. There's a lot. We have a lot of people. We have tons of people on the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for being here. And we're just happy you guys are there. Yeah, anyone who'd like to say hi to?
Well, first and foremost, my best friend in Dubai, Poy Versosa. And I really, really miss him. Affected yan ng pandemic, but still
Mm,
fighting, okay? And my Savage family, look, I'm repping our Savage shirt.
merch,
So yan
nice.
yung maiingay dyan, okay? And Max Espada, of course, will live for his comments. He's live watching from London, London Bridge. Yes,
So
everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Ha?
yeah, thanks for supporting
And
us
my
right here.
family, of course, my cousin in Taiwan. Salamat.
This is one of the many good things about technology nowadays. Like real time, they can actually watch us and hear us, and they're from different parts of the world.
True.
And look at us, diba? Hindi lang tayo basta TV station or radio station.
Yeah.
We're international. Nice. Diba?
You know.
Now, anyway, ito na. Going back, no. Again, yung sinasabi mo kanina na you tried, it works. So, yan, anong naglalaro sa utak? I just like to, see, especially the viewers, no, na hindi ho lahat ng opportunity bogus. Hindi lahat scam, hindi lahat illegal. So, paano mo malalaman? You have to look into it. You have to give it a try. You have to give it a shot. Now, ang sinasabi ko nga lagi, especially if it's an opportunity or business or being an entrepreneur, kapag bata ka, mag-umpisa ka na maaga. Kasi hindi man gumana para sa'yo, you can simply start all over again. Bakit? Bata ka pa eh. You still have time. 'Di ba? Eh yung mga gaya namin ni Dina, calculated risk na dapat dito, 'di ba? Kumbaga alam na namin pretty much 90% of the end result, okay? Now, for those who are watching, sige, doon sa pinagdaanan mo mismo na parang kasi 'di ba, parang Dina, hindi ka ba nagduda, hindi ka ba natakot kasi online 'yan eh, 'di ba? Parang wala namang totoo sa online eh. What can you say about that?
You have to be resourceful, before ako para sa akin, I was at that point na talagang wala namang mawawala sa akin eh. I mean, I have a laptop and no one is asking for money naman. I mean, John Pagulayan wasn't asking for money. Like, he's there, sharing his knowledge, like giving value. Walang kapalit. I mean, wala namang sales page eh. Wala namang checkout page eh. So I was like, really, sa scenario ko, it was like risk-free. But
Right.
then again, to some people, there could be a lot of apprehension, like, baka masayang lang yung oras ko, baka, para sa akin, number one is, kailangan mong, you do your own research, kumbaga. When
Right.
you find out that it's fishy, then, diba? But if that's naman, kumbaga parang promising and alam mo namang wala namang mawawala,
What can you say about Dina? Para namang too good to be true yan. Ano ba yan? Parang di
It
naman
is
yata
too good
ito
to
eh.
be true. My God, kahit nga ako eh. Kahit nga ako. I'm like, diba? It is really too good to be true. I'm like, are you kidding me? 3,600? Ganun lang. Madami. Like, people could be raising their eyebrows right now. And I would understand because nag-raise din ako ng eyebrows ko. Kumbaga.
Exactly. Tao lang eh.
But,
Oh.
look, nothing's gonna happen if you're not gonna do, if you're just gonna stay within your, comfort zone. Kung
That's what I'm saying.
comfort zone yung pag-uusapan natin, I could have just stayed with Upwork. But ano yung magiging mangyari? The life that's gonna happen there is I'm gonna be paid, I'm gonna be bidding for project after project. Parang 1,000 lagi yung kalaban ko sa isang project. And I don't like that. I mean, it's almost parang nakakasuka yung experience na yun eh. And so with this idea that's being introduced to me, I'm like, go. I mean, okay, I can be a business owner by offering my services, offering what I can do. Gawa dyan ng social media post. I mean, I can write naman eh. I mean,
Mhm.
kaya ko yung pag-aralan eh. So, yung bottom line din, Bob, there's an opportunity na nakaharap sa akin.
Right.
What did the CEO of Virgin, Richard Branson,
Yeah.
yeah, if an opportunity is there, kahit hindi mo alam, you say yes to
Say
it.
yes.
And that was me at that point. Right? I took action. Hindi ko lang pinag-aralan. Like, hindi lang ako nakinig, but I also took action kung ano yung, kumbaga, narinig ko doon, yung strategy na narinig ko. I did it. And so, I got that result. If hindi ko yun na-try just because, parang, if you're that person full of doubt, I don't think, I mean, I don't think something's gonna happen different from what you're experiencing now.
Right.
You see what-
Now, people are actually allergic to seminar, webinar. It's boring. And
Oh,
then
me
maybe
too.
later
Believe
on,
me.
they will ask you to sign up for this and for that. But the value that the seminar or the webinar gave you dun sa kay Jan Pagulayan is way more than money. Am I right?
Way more than money. And I want to be like that. Right? Isipin mo, that person could have charged, sabihin natin 5,000 pesos or even more than that. But
Mhm.
look, actually, yung 700 na yun, parang pang lunch lang din naman namin yun and renta sa venue. So, I know that the guy didn't, got any profit from that. So,
Right.
he is there sharing what he experienced over the past years. Kumbaga, oh, eto guys, kumbaga, hindi nyo na kailangang mag ano sa Upwork, eto may bibigay ako sa inyong strategy, parang ganon. Right? And all I do, right at that moment, I said, this guy is, I want to be like that.
Mhm,
Someday I
mhm.
want to be like that. Because he set a good example. And
Right.
I want to be like that as well. Right? And yun lang eh. That got me trust that person.
Most of the time I tell this when I do speeches and speaker or yun nga pag may mga na-invite ako in sabi ko kasi ganito, the poor mindset of Filipinos or hindi lang Pinoy ng lahat ng tao, no, when they go to a seminar, ano kayang libre dito, ay baka may mga freebies, baka may t-shirt, baka may mug o pamaypay. Yan. So ganon yung isip ng o mentality ng poor mindset. But when a rich mindset goes into a seminar, webinar, or kung ano pa man yung symposium or talk, tatlong bagay. Anong matututunan ko dito? Paano ako kikita? Or what value can I bring to this seminar? So it's sobrang layo dun sa ang tinitingnan mo lang. Baka may libre silang mug. Baka may coffee mug. Baka may mga pinamimigay.
Mhm.
Diba? And this is what I always tell people na go to that stupid seminar, makinig ka, tingnan mo kung posible. Kung hindi, umuwi ka ng bahay nyo. Anong nawala sa'yo? Isang oras, 45 minutes? Diba? Diba? At saka yung
Sure.
sinasabi nilang, baka mawalan ako ng time. Bakit? Nagmo-Mobile Legends ka rin naman eh. Diba?
Oh God. But that's true. I mean, that's really true. Like,
And
pag 1 hour
again,
na webinar, you're like
oo.
thinking, Pero wow, pag Netflix yan, okay lang.
Oo. Marathon nga ang tawag diyan, eh, 'di ba 'pag series
Exact.
marathon or
Yeah.
movie marathon. So sabi ko parang I think it's just about time for this is what I like about TNC. They actually let us do our own thing right here. And to me this is real talk. Talagang I'm gonna be
Oh,
brutally honest with you, no. Tama yung sinabi mo, no, ko the insanity definition of Albert Einstein is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result,
different
which is
result. Yeah.
iuntog mo yung ulo mo sa pader, walang mangyayari diyan, nandiyan ka pa rin. 'Di ba? Parang kabaliwan talaga na 10 years ka na, 15 years ka na, especially as here, OFW or Filipino expat, 25 years ka na, hindi may magbabago, may magbabago. Wala kang binabago eh. Paano may magbabago? 'Di ba? So do something else, do a different thing. Baka sakali, 'di ba? Na may different thing din na magbabago. Now, obviously we have a lot of questions and because of the time constraint, we have
Yeah.
so little time. But anyways, let's continue for a few more minutes before we wrap it up for tonight's interview. And for sure, you're going to be back here maybe for the third season, all right? So anyway,
Yun na.
so doon na nag-start. No, fast forward, you put up 2017, you decided na okay, hindi ko na kailangan mag-bid. I need to kasi products and services yung pinoprovide ko. So I
Yeah.
can they can pay more sa akin, straight na sa akin. Sige, tell us about that really quick.
So, when I landed that first client, no, yung una niya pang bayad, no, I said, okay, well, saan bayad? Alam mo ba sa Western Union nagbayad yon? Sa Western Union. And I went to Western Union, like there in Pasita branch, in San Pedro. Okay.
Mm,
And the first thing that I did, Bob, I said, well, this is getting real, no? I mean, eto na yung pera. The first thought that came into my mind, okay, well, I can imagine if I get to do this to the second client, to third, to fourth, to fifth,
right.
yun agad eh. I mean, this is possible, right? And then I said, I failed my parents sa law school because I quit law school.
Mm,
Sabi ko, baka dito ako makabawi. Baka
Right.
dito lang, baka lang naman makabawi ako. So what I did, I said I wanted to be a business owner because that was the idea that Jan Pagulayan was introducing. It's like, hindi mo kailangan like, okay, work from home. And this can be a business. So
Right,
he
right.
is writing emails. He's an
Mhm.
email marketer and he's earning,
Mm.
my God, sorry Jan, medyo baka minimum lang to, but he's earning $1 million per week. Okay. So baka last year or last year niya pang rate na yan. But just imagine just be writing emails, right? Now what I said, okay, well, I want to be that. I want to be a business owner. So what I did,
Right.
I registered my business sa DTI. How did I do it? Nag-Google lang naman ako. So one thing I wanted to say, by the way, Bob, that because sometimes we feel like, kasi madaming ano yan, madaming resources, or it's not about the resources, guys. It's how resourceful you are,
You are.
and it's how are you using those resources to change your habit, to change your mindset. That's when things change. Hindi yung padamihan ng resources. So,
Right.
going back when I said that, okay, gusto kong, and then I went to DTI, nag-Google muna ako how to register a business in the Philippines. And then I wrote those steps. And then I went to I remember going to DTI. I remember going to Makati kasi i-change RDO ko na siya. And that's when the whole, entrepreneurship and, well, yes, I'm a legitimate, business owner in the Philippines. I started paying taxes already because number one, again, I want to be a business owner. Sabi ko, pag uwi ko, the next kong uwi sa Samari, bibit-bitin ko na tong DTI certificate. I'm even gonna bring this to puntod of my lola. Like, hey, parang, hindi man ako natapos sa law school. I mean,
Right.
parang ganun. And I said, okay, what's gonna be the next goal? And I said, I don't want to be renting in the next 2 years and the next 3 years. I wanted to have a home that we can call our own, right? Dun ko gusto lumaki yung anak ko, not with, the one that we're renting. And then I said, okay, well, for me to do that, yun nga, kailangan rehistrado ka talagang business owner. If not, anong papel namin? Wala namang kapapel-papel kung ano, di ba? Paano
Right.
ako ma-approve sa pag-ibig or bank loan? And so there, I registered the business and I went straight to Security Bank. I opened a checking account and then pinangalan ko yun sa business. And 2 years after, with continuous hard work and perseverance and like really pushing myself
Mhm.
to
Right.
do more, right? To do more. Um, that's when everything changed for me. And luckily enough, very, very fortunate that the past, so since 2017, 2018, 19, and 20, we're able to secure a home on our own. We were
Mhm.
able to get a car for our convenience, para sa bata, para sa pamilya. We get to
Right.
travel and, all other, blessings, kumbaga, okay?
Mhm.
Just because I work so damn hard talaga. Like,
And you actually made a decision na
I
hindi na
made a
ako
decision
puwedeng
to change
yes,
the course of my life,
exactly.
right?
Wow, very, very powerful and inspiring stories, and really empowering people to just hear your the things that you went through. Now, um, before we let you go, what are the top three things, if you have top three things that you can actually tell the viewers to, yun nga, sinasabi natin, you are not a tree. You can move. Diba? If you don't like your situation right now, you can move. And let's
Mm,
just stop yung pa-victim mode. Kawawa naman ako, nasibak ako, um, wala nang ayuda. What can we do? What can we tell people to tonight that they can take control of their life and take full responsibility of
mm,
how things are going to go in the near future? So top three things, ingredients,
mm,
you may want to call it success
mm.
ingredients, whatever, just go ahead.
Ako Bob, ah, fan ako ng pagiging, simple lang. Okay. So number one that I'm gonna say, stop playing that I am a victim. I am 100% with you on that. Okay. I learned that from my tatay and nani as well because they grew up in not so mayaman,
Hmm.
they survived poverty, right?
Right.
But one thing that I've seen them, they worked hard. So number one really is hard work. And
Hmm.
hard work, yung kabaliktaran nun is laziness. So
Right.
no
Exactly.
laziness. Alam mo ng mga mentis ko, like I hate people who are lazy. Okay. Um so there, number one, hard work, and that's part of like stop that victim mentality.
Hmm.
Take full control of your life, right? Because it is your life. It is
Right.
not your parents' life. It is not your grandparents' life, your tita's life. So, whatever it is that they're saying, again, bottom line, it is your life, right? It is your body that's going to go to your grave. It's not them. It's you who's going to pay your bills. It's not them. So,
Hmm.
get out of that mentality na feeling mo because like cut those bullshit already.
Hmm.
Take full control of your life and start taking action, right? If you
Hmm.
need to sacrifice an hour of sleep, then do it. Okay,
Hmm.
then do it. There are a lot of resources, my goodness, right? Sobrang dami talaga, Bob. Kahit dyan sa YouTube. I mean, there's a lot of freelancers who'd ask me, like, Coach Dina, paano ka natuto mag-Facebook? As my goodness, I just went to YouTube and there's a lot of videos in there, right? The difference is that if you're that person who, okay, manunood and then, okay, sleep, and
Hmm.
then the next day maghahanap ka na naman, like, not taking action. So, yun.
Right.
Um, Syempre, hindi, ang gulo na ng enumeration. Sabi ko sa'yo, bagsak talaga ako lagi sa enumeration. Pero yun lang eh. And I think the last thing that I can really share, that what got me in here is those few moments nung una kong nakilala yung John Pagulayan na yan. It was clear to me that he's a person who is giving, a
Hmm.
giver. And so I did that as well. And I said, okay, no, when I landed my first client, I'm like, I feel so blessed. And from there, talagang ginawa ko siyang advocacy, if you
Mm-hmm.
can call it that, or parang foundation ko na I have to give. I have to give. I have to give more than I'm getting.
Well, biblically speaking, no, this is what most people don't understand. If you're an entrepreneur, the more you give, the more you will receive. Hindi yung
Sobrang
ayaw mo
teaching
pakawalan yung
yan.
pera, kaya ang hirap din ng sampa ng pera eh. Kasi
Mm.
ayaw mo siyang ano, alam mo yung ang higpit
Mm.
ng hawak mo sa kanya eh. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, entrepreneur, biblical, it's the more you give, the more you
Yeah.
receive.
It is by giving. And so we have this hashtag, kumbaga, kasi kumbaga naging ano na to, foundation, like the main core of the team that I'm handling now. It's under the Freelance Movement Tribe. It's
Mhm.
Savage Society, right? I always say, do more, give more. You guys will
And
be
that's
so
that's
blessed.
that's that's
Mhm.
us paying it forward, diba? That's
It
us
is.
paying it
It
forward.
is. Right. No one can teach you that. Like, how do you do that? How do you do it? No, it's in you. It's
Right.
in you. Kung ano yung kaya mong maibigay na wholehearted. Yun
Yun
na
yung
yun.
jowa mo, binigyan mo ng motor eh, tapos naghiwalay din kayo.
Ano naman yan?
Tonight, Dina, social media platform that they can actually message you, follow you, and they can see your daily activity. Yes, go ahead, please.
My goodness. It's just my personal Facebook. I'm not so fancy naman. So just my personal Facebook. And then I have a website. It's dinasamo.com. And my email, CEO at dinasamo.com. And then I'm on Instagram, dinasamo.com as well. So paulit-ulit lang siya. So there, lahat, like, really the blueprint, kumbaga, since 2015 when I gave birth, everything like that, the whole story is just really there. And kumbaga, yun yung 360-degree view of what happened the past 5 years,
Mhm.
from landing that very first client into handling multiple clients now. And sooner or later, we'll do more so we can give more, diba? So yon, Bob, this has been very I love the conversation that we had.
Well, it's funny you said you
Thank
keep
you.
saying do more, because that's my hashtag. Hashtag do more
Do more.
right
Yeah.
here on the Food Project. Well, again, kapatid, it's been an honor. It's nice to have you on board, and thank you again. You're not gonna. This is not gonna be the last time. Hopefully, you're gonna be back here with more positivity
I'm
and
so
more
honored.
knowledge and wisdom. And I'm glad that I got in touch with you. And it's kind of bitin, the 60 minute. It's kind of bitin, but babawi tayo next time. Okay, babawi
Sure.
tayo next time. So,
Sure.
kapatid,
And thank you
again,
to
thank
Ems.
you.
Thank you to Giselle. I mean,
Of
if
course.
not with her, I wouldn't be here naman.
Right, right. So there you go. Kapatid, thank you so much. And I'll
Salamat,
see you
salamat, salamat.
next time. And stay safe.
Yes.
All right.
God bless.
All right, there you go. Dina Samuel, episode 4, season 2, right here on the Fort Project. Now, before we finally say goodbye, I'd like to say hello to some of the people who's right here. Anthony Molina Sargento, Kuyang SB, Alan the Mayor, Jifty at Seal, all the way from Lucena. Thank you guys for being here on the show. And of course, this show is being presented to us by Puzzle Box BPO. The Manila Times is sponsored by the Manila Times, Step Back, and the Philippine Association of Professional Speakers. And this has been your host, Bob, right here on the Fort Project, where we talk about money, business, and life, right here on TNT. Until next time, good night.